Virginia's power grid is being eaten alive, and your electricity bill is the proof. One corridor in Northern Virginia now anchors 35% of the world's hyperscale data centers. 70 gigawatts of new demand are waiting in line. Household rates are surging, while billion-dollar tech companies collect tax exemptions. And regulators warn that by summer 2027, the grid may simply not hold. Stretching across 30 miles of Northern Virginia, a corridor of gray, windowless monoliths now controls the digital heartbeat of the planet. This is Data Center Alley, ground zero for the world's internet and AI economy. Here, in a sprawl of warehouses from Ashburn to Manassas, more than 200 hyperscale facilities hum day and night, stacked wall to wall with servers for Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. Their appetite is staggering. Dominion Energy's own filings confirm that data centers now devour 26% of all electricity sold by the utility, more than a quarter of the grid, routed into a single concentrated zone. But the numbers only get bigger. 70,000 megawatts of new demand, that is 70 gigawatts, are queued up, waiting for approval. That is nearly triple Dominion's historic peak load for the entire state. The interconnection queue reads like a fantasy. Enough power requests to match the output of 70 nuclear plants, all funneled into one region. Between July 2023 and July 2025, contracted capacity in this corridor surged by 185%. The grid, built for a slower era, is being forced to grow at a pace once reserved for national emergencies. Globally, Northern Virginia now anchors 35% of all hyperscale data center capacity. 1 out of every 3 bytes in the cloud depends on this patch of land. Market analysts call it the backbone of the digital world, but for Dominion, it is an electrical arms race. The utility's own reports show that these data centers, representing less than 2% of all accounts, are consuming the same power as millions of homes. The volume is so extreme that it is driving a cascade of new transmission projects, high voltage lines, substation upgrades, and billion-dollar expansions just to keep pace with tech's insatiable demand. Behind every corporate press release about strategic energy partnerships is a stark reality. The grid is groaning under loads it was never designed to carry. Regulators warn that the current pace is unsustainable. PJM Interconnection, the regional grid operator, projects that by 2027, the system may be unable to guarantee reliable service. Rolling blackouts are no longer a distant threat, but a looming possibility. As the megawatts climb, so do the stakes for every Virginian. The next shock is not just measured in gigawatts or global market share. It is about to hit in the most personal place of all, the monthly household bill. A grandmother in Manassas opens her Dominion energy bill. The numbers glare back, $11.24 tacked on as a base rate hike. Another $9 for a fuel surcharge. $20.24 every single month, just to keep the lights on. She traces the new charges with a trembling finger, searching for an explanation. The fine print blames transmission investments and fuel cost recovery. But the real driver sits miles away, sealed behind windowless walls, humming with the restless appetite of 1,000 server racks. Dominion's own testimony before the State Corporation Commission lays it bare. 55% of $7.6 billion in new transmission upgrades will be paid by households like hers. The rest is split among businesses and industrial users. The Commission's October 2025 order authorized the hikes, citing the Data Center Transmission Impact Study, an internal document that reads more like a corporate prospectus than a public utility filing. For families, it means an extra $242.88 a year on the average bill, not counting future increases already projected by state audits. Meanwhile, the tech giants behind the surge, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, are shielded by a $1.9 billion sales tax exemption. Created in 2009 as a modest incentive, the break has ballooned into a fiscal black hole. JLARC's latest audit confirms the blow. Nearly 2% of Virginia's entire state revenue vanishes each year, diverted straight to the balance sheets of the world's richest companies. Lawmakers argue over repeal, but the exemption holds, while residents pay for billion-dollar grid expansions that serve data center corridors, not neighborhoods. PJM Interconnection, the regional grid operator, runs a capacity auction to ensure there is enough power to go around. In December 2025, the auction price hit $333.44 per megawatt day, a record. Yet even at that price, the market came up 6,625 megawatts short. That is enough of a gap to darken entire counties if demand spikes. PJM's reliability forecast now points to summer 2027 as a critical window. Unless new resources come online, rolling blackouts move from hypothetical to likely. For Virginia's families, the message is brutal and unambiguous. The monthly bill is just the first warning. The cost of keeping the world's digital engines running is being shifted, dollar by dollar, onto the people least able to fight back. And the grid itself is running out of time. August 7th, 2025. In a packed Prince William County courtroom, Judge Kimberly A. Irving delivers a verdict that ripples across Virginia's data center empire. Her ruling is unflinching. The county's rezoning of 2,100 acres for the Prince William Digital Gateway is void, ab initio. The legal notice, she writes, was never properly published. Every permit, every backroom handshake, every promise of tech-driven prosperity was erased by a single procedural failure. The county's legal defense has already burned through $1.66 million in public funds. Developers, stunned, are forced to halt construction overnight. For families living in the shadow of these projects, the ruling lands like a lifeline. For Amazon and QTS, it is a cold reminder that even billion-dollar deals can unravel on a technicality. September 12th, 2024. Joanne Gaskins stands before the press at Tippett's Hill Cemetery, a burial ground hemmed in by new server farms. Her voice is steady, and her message is raw. "We are not just fighting for land," she says. "We are fighting for our ancestors." The headstones, some toppled, others half swallowed by construction runoff, bear silent witness to a history under siege. Gaskins demands an environmental review, and her words echo through the rows of granite and red clay. The image is stark, a community's memory boxed in by the digital future. The press conference draws cameras, but the real audience is the county board, now forced to reckon with the cost of erasing the past for corporate gain. 3 months later, another front opens. In March 2025, the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors faces a restless crowd as it votes 7-2 to end automatic, by right approval for new data centers. From now on, every proposal must face a public hearing. The measure is a direct rebuke to unchecked growth. A homeowner, voice trembling with exhaustion, speaks of sleepless nights, property values in freefall, and the looming threat of 215-foot transmission towers. With the vote, Loudoun draws a line. No more silent deals. No more rubber stamps. The message to big tech is unmistakable. Your expansion will be challenged. One voice, one vote, one lawsuit at a time. Botetourt County's Water Authority files a terse update. Google's new data center will draw 2 million gallons a day, quadrupling to 8 million as demand ramps up. In a region already straining under drought warnings, the numbers land like a warning siren. The court order issued in February 2026 puts the jump on public record and accelerates the region's water-stressed timeline by decades. Planners who once spoke of 2060 now talk about running dry in the 2030s. Researchers warn that by 2050, Data centers could claim a third of the Potomac Basin's water, one company's servers outpacing entire towns. This is no longer a local fight. Across 12 states, lawmakers introduce moratorium bills to freeze new data center permits. The Virginia Data Center Reform Coalition swells to more than 50 groups: environmentalists, preservationists, neighborhood associations, each holding up a different warning sign. In the second quarter of 2025 alone, the coalition helps block or delay nearly $100 billion worth of projects. The movement's power is felt in Richmond and far beyond, as headlines in The Hill and Politico warn that Virginia's grid strain is now a national crisis. Dominion's latest estimates put the price of new transmission at $12 to $15 billion. That is just to keep the lights on and the servers cool. The technical reports read like a budget for a small country: high voltage lines, substations, transformer yards, each stamped urgent, each with a price tag that dwarfs county budgets. Ratepayers, already reeling from surcharges, now face the prospect of footing the bill for a grid built to serve corporate giants, not neighborhoods. The countdown is everywhere. June 30th, 2026 is the state budget deadline, with a government shutdown on the line. January 1st, 2027 is the Senate's target for repealing the billion-dollar tax exemption. Summer 2027 brings PJM's blackout forecast, when grid operators say reliability can no longer be guaranteed. 3 clocks, all ticking in sync. In Manassas, Joanne Gaskins walks the boundary of her family cemetery, listening to the hum of distant cooling towers. A grandmother in Ashburn scans her latest bill, lips pressed thin. A homeowner in Loudoun watches surveyors stake out the path for another transmission line. Their silence is as loud as any protest, marking the final moments before decisions that will shape Virginia's future, and perhaps the world's digital backbone, for decades to come. Tonight, the world's digital giants keep drawing power, while Virginia's grid strains and household bills climb. Lawsuits mount, cemeteries vanish, and the lobbyists keep winning. The price of progress now lands in your mailbox. The question: who pays, who profits, and how much longer can the current hold? Share your take below.